Hi. I know a lot of people who are probably going to see this haven't seen me before or know who I am. I'm not that big on YouTube. I want to make this video and dedicate it to all the LGBT youth and anyone dealing with issues of their identity who don't know yet who they are, and I want to share my story and tell you that it gets better. So, when I was little, I used to play dress up. I used to always play with dolls and things. I don't have a sister. They were mine, and I didn't know what was different about me. I wasn't really sure at such a young age that I could comprehend that I was really different. I just knew that, for whatever reason, I didn't have as many friends as the other kids did, and I was okay with that. But I lived in this little world where I thought everyone really loved me. As I got older, I started getting bullied. I honestly can't remember almost any of it, because when I was little, it was so hard, I just repressed everything. And there's this little part of my brain that I can't access because those memories are just gone. Because I got bullied so badly, and then it was all verbal then. But then when I got into middle school, when I got into middle school but later elementary and middle school, people started physically bullying me, hitting me and kicking and fighting. I got into a couple fights when I was younger, and at that point, I still didn't know, and I got curious and went on the computer and what teen boys will do when they're on the computer, but I started looking up about guys, and I didn't really understand at the time, I don't think, what that meant about me. So, when I got older, my parents... Well, I came out as bi on this internet site called DeviantArt, it's art, but they also are very big supporters of the LGBT community. I posted something for Spirit Day 2 years ago saying that I was bi. At the time, I still thought I was still struggling, so I just dealt with bi at the time. And I put that as my wallpaper on my laptop, and my parents found my laptop, looked it up, and they saw that wallpaper, that desktop, and they sat me down, had a talk, and I told them that I was bi, and that I honestly don't remember the talk, but that was one of the hardest talks I've ever had with my parents. But they told me that they loved me, and that no matter what I do, they will always love me, and that was the start of an even stronger relationship with both of my parents, especially my mother. My mother would not be this close today, I don't think, if I hadn't told her. And then, as I matured and progressed, I noticed that I wasn't attracted to girls almost at all, except for personality-wise. And I was only attracted to guys physically. So I realized that I was gay, or possibly pan now, but I got bullied a lot. I wrote a note to my best friend, Taylor, because she was the first person I came out to when I was bi, so I wrote a note telling her that I was gay, because I didn't know if she was going to want to stop being my friend or what. So I wrote a note, and it never got to her though. I had dropped it in a class, and someone picked it up and read it. I denied it, but I knew that they didn't believe me. And I came out to her though, and she was perfectly fine with it, and that gave me more hope that I wouldn't be ostracized from my whole community. There would still be people in the school, in my life, that would still love me, even though I was gay. And to me, that was this huge breakthrough. But I still dealt with depression after this, and I came out to my mother because I was being bullied. And our relationship was even stronger after that. But I kept on getting bullied, and last year I was planning to commit suicide. I had a razor in my room, ready to go. I had been cutting for years, so I thought, you know what, this isn't going to be that bad. If the world doesn't have me, then I'm going to end my suffering, and no one has to deal with me either. It seemed like the perfect plan at the time. But then, the day after I started thinking about this, I met the love of my life. And I know I'm just a teenager. How can I know about love? But trust me, I found it. At least for the time being. We've been together a year. And I still don't feel any less in love. But the point is, if I hadn't waited just another day, we wouldn't have met. And this whole relationship wouldn't have happened. I'd be dead in the ground, and he would be just ignorantly living without ever knowing who I was. And after that, I came out publicly. I'm out and proud, and if I had never done that, I wouldn't have been as proud or as confident as I am today. People do have hate. People are still ignorant in the world and think that their way of thinking is right. A man and a man should not be together. That's what they think. And they will do anything that they can, especially here in the southern states, to make sure that it doesn't happen. But I'm here to tell you that it does get better. That no matter what you do, or who you talk to, who you love, it doesn't matter. All I want you to know is that I don't know you, but I love you. Each and every one of you watching this video. And I want you to know that killing yourself or hating yourself in the end is not worth it. Life goes on, it gets better. The time in your life that you're going through right now may be horrible, but it will get better. And you just can't think about anything that anyone's talking about. You just have to move on and hold your head up high. And someday, everything is going to be okay. It gets better. Okay?